How's it going? This is Zero Sum and welcome to FTL. FTL is a game I've got quite a bit of experience in. Normally I would play on hard difficulty, but it's been quite some time since I've played, so I think I'll be switching back to normal difficulty for a little while here. Let's start a new game. I've just deleted my profile, so the only ship we currently have available is the Kestrel cruiser Type A, with the Artemis missile and the Burst 2 to start off with. We'll run on normal difficulty and with the advanced edition content enabled. Let's start the run. We'll put the burst laser on 1 and the Artemis on 2. And we'll take power out of the med bay and power the engines fully to start off with. Let's see what we've got. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Don't have enough scrap to pay them anyway. Mini beam and a heavy laser. Let's go for the Artemis to their shield system and then we'll burst laser their weapons. Miss from them, nice. No surrender, we're going to be able to kill them here in a second. They've got rock hull plating by the looks of it as well. Switch the burst laser over to their shields. I'm not trying to get away or anything. The next shot from the burst laser should finish them off. Yep, fairly easy first fight. We get 2 fuel, 1 missile and 13 scrap from that, which is enough to actually upgrade the engines. We'll do that straight away. Has the double effect of giving us a buffer in the engine system, and also we can switch power from the oxygen to the engines. Pulsar, let's just try and charge the engines and get away from this as quickly as possible. Power to engines. Fire everything at their weapons. Couple of misses, fires. Can we get the engines charged before the pulsar goes off again? It's going to be tricky fighting that fire, that's the problem. And I want to leave the guy in the engine room so the engines charge faster as well. It's not the best location for a fire to be. Let's get you out of there. Let's try and vent that room. It's going to be very tricky to do though. Try and vent it from both sides. Oxygen's off. Put you in there to fight the fire temporarily, I suppose. You're going to take a bit of suffocation damage. Fire the arms to their weapons again. One fire out, you can leave that room now. They're powering the FTL, naturally enough. Off goes the pulsar. We might be able to finish them off with the next shot. Yes we do, good. Let's close all the doors, put oxygen back on. Open internal doors to even out the oxygen on board ship. Send everyone back to stations. We'll do the healing at the next stop. Ship explodes, we get 1 fuel, 1 drone part and 12 scrap. Let's get the FTL charged here and jump away. Okay, ionization has worn off. Power the weapons. Let's jump away. Mercenaries are swarming the galaxy now, knowing that their less than legal services are in demand during this period of unrest. One is waiting at this beacon and hails you. Delay the rebels, scout the sector, fight the ship, which we'll probably do. Yeah. I've got a bomb and a basic laser, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. Let's try and do it without the Artemis. Let's power our engines fully as well. It looks like we knocked their bomb offline just in the nick of time. Power back to oxygen. Stay on their weapons for now. Actually, we don't really need to because they've only got a single shot laser weapon. Stay on their shields. It might be worth powering the engines just to increase our evasion temporarily. Shields back up. Getting the shields up pretty quickly. They've probably got a few crew members in there doing the repairs. They're offering a surrender of 1 missile, 1 drone part, 7 scrap. Nope. I think we can get better than that. Nice thing about this fight as well is we're building up a little bit of fighting experience. Once we've done this fight, we'll actually get our crewmen being held up as well. Currently on 11 of 58 weapons experience. Next shot should finish these guys off, yeah. One missile, one drone part, 15 scrap. Okay, back to stations. Because of the war, thousands of colonists have had their supply lines disrupted and have found themselves in dire straits. Seems in this system, the rebels are sympathetic and are distributing what little supplies they can spare. Let's attack the rebels. I'm sure the civilians will not be happy with that, but let's try and get some scrap in the early game. Beam drone, mini beam and heavy laser. Just the single shield. Let's use both of our weapons in this fight. We'll try and take down their shields with the Artemis missile first. Take out their weapons with the burst laser too. Let's up our evasion. Comes in. Oh, that was our missile away. A miss. Not great. Let's go for their weapons anyway. Nice. Weapons off the line. Power back to oxygen. Artemis. We'll hang to that for now. Let's use the burst laser. Wow, they've got good evasion. They've dodged both of our missile shots so far. Let's boost our evasion as well. Actually, let's go for their weapons. Shields up in the nick of time. Down to their beams. As long as they've only got beam weapons, we should be safe, because they can't get through our shields with that. Let's fire another missile. I think they've got a repair drone because they're getting their systems repaired very quickly. Not that it helps them very much. With the rebel ship destroyed, you take the time to collect what little scrap remains. They had already made their delivery to the civilians. 1 missile, 1 drone part and 9 scrap. Let's leave the civilians alone. An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Let's attack the ship. We'll power back to oxygen now. We'll put the power back into the engines when they fire their missile though. 5 missiles. Let's try and do it without the missiles. Power to engines. Yep, miss. That definitely paid off. And their missiles down now as well, good. We should be able to finish them off just using the burst laser here. Yep. Make sure they don't get away. How are we going for weapons experience? Slowly getting there, up to 23 of 58. We've managed to build up a little bit of scrap here as well. So if we can find a store, we might be able to pick up a weapon. 17 scrap. And the station was either abandoned or stripped clean. It seems to have lain unused for quite some time. You find nothing useful. Okay. You follow the distress beacon to a tiny asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. We take hull damage, and it was definitely worth it. Only 1 damage to the hull and we get 6 fuel and 19 scrap. Dead outs. Yeah, it would be really good if we could find a store now. 80 scrap, we could pick up a nice weapon for that, I think. We receive a hull from a station orbiting a nearby planet. Captain, we're terraforming Team C12 and are in need of assistance. Scan the planets. Okay. Just a waste of, and we have a store, nice. Let's see what we've got. Drone control. Do we have anything to sell? No. We have some weapons. Burst 1, 2 powers. Yeah, that's slightly overpriced, isn't it, really? 2 power weapon. Charge laser, 2 power as well. 16-second charge time for the first shot, then it reduces in firing time. If I was going to buy anything, it'd be the Burst Mark 1. What do we have on page 2? Crew members. Zoltan shield bypass. Drone recovery arm would be good if we had a drone system. 50. Levs is 30. Is that going to be enough to upgrade the weapon system if we do that? We need to get one more capacity in the weapons. We could sell the Artemis. Let's do it. Let's go store. We'll sell the Artemis. Let's buy the Burst 1. Let's upgrade the weapon system. Let's power both of those up. And now we just need to save up some scrap so we can get some more reactor power, because we're a little bit low on reactor power at the moment. You come across a pirate in hot pursuit of an unidentified ship. Quickly receive a transmission from the pirate. Stay out of this fight and we'll make it worth your while. I think we'll fight these guys. Although we don't have great evasion. Let's attack the pirate. 7 scrap is not a huge bribe. I think we should be able to get a lot more than 7 scrap out of these guys. We can actually turn our oxygen off when they fire as well to give us a little bit more evasion. Cross our fingers. I'll take that. Shot to an empty room. Easy to fix. We should be able to take out their weapons with our first shot as well. Very easily. These weapons, I think the timing is actually slightly faster for the Burst 1. So let's try and time these weapons properly. Yeah, I think with that weapons upgrade, the rest of the run should be fairly straightforward. They're trying to get away, of course. Let's not let them do that. Next shot will finish them off. And our oxygen's still off, let's turn it back on. We should better get some more reactor power now though. Thank you for the aid. I'm an arms dealer that usually only works with rebels, but considering the circumstances, I'll make an exception. 32 scrap is probably not enough. Oh, I'd love to get that halberd beam, but we don't have enough scrap to buy anything there really. We don't need missiles anymore, so we don't need to buy those or drone parts either. Okay, let's just get the reactor power. Pop that straight into engines and carry on. And onto the exit beacon it looks like. We arrive at the long range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Don't hire anyone, we don't have the scrap. And that is the end of the sector. What do we have coming up here? We've got 2 hostile sectors coming up, a rebel controlled and a pirate controlled. But I think I'll leave it there for now. I think I'll do each sector as a separate video as well. Rebel controlled, pirate controlled, I'm not sure which one we'll go to, we'll decide that next time. But I'll leave it there for now and I'll see you guys next time.